You don't say 2 or 1.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. I was waiting. I was waiting for the whole Wayne's World thing where he was like,
Yeah.
and then he goes. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, you never say 2 or 1.
Yeah.
We should have been like this. We should have been like this the whole time.
Like,
you guys, you're nodding.
You're on.
Oh, we're on.
Okay, fine.
All right, fine. So I'm taking a break from the track build. I need to get a video of it tonight. I have not videoed the track build yet, and I feel bad. So
I'm mounting tires.
Are you?
Yep.
Man, we sold a lot of tires on Saturday.
I know. I was like, I saw somebody, like 3 people come down with tires. I was like, man, I better go up there and get some.
Kind of freaked me out a little bit. So I made a last minute phone call to J Concepts and to Horizon to try to get us some tires.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Still no truck golds though.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do because I got one pair in mini truggy and they're the same pair that I raced at the last round of the Winter Series and I think the main at the J Concepts race.
Ooh.
So they still have tread on them.
Ain't gonna. Yeah, they're silver.
No, they're gold.
Those are gold.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have silvers too?
No. The store sold out. We had a whole bunch of silvers and they're gone. So
I don't know. Up until this point, I haven't mounted tires since the J Concepts race. I have 4 weeks on these.
Yeah.
Or actually 5 now.
I just want everybody to know that it's not our fault. Like, we did our best to order ahead of time, and nobody has anything. Even Proline was out of positrons, which hasn't happened in a while. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I heard everybody in the rubber game's having a hard time getting material to fill molds.
Yeah.
That's word on the street.
Right? I could see that. Thought I turned down my volume. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I think next time we need to start hoarding more tires. I thought I hoarded enough this year. And
how much more hoarding can you do? We're gonna get what is that? We're gonna get TLC over. If we hoard anymore. Is that the station, the channel that has that show?
You mean the channel that used to be known as the Learning Channel, and is now?
Yeah, now it's if you feel bad about yourself, watch this channel.
Or garbage TV channel.
Yeah, they should call it like exploited LC. Exploited Learning Channel. It's like all they do is exploit people, like all those fat people. Like they're just exploited for a TV show.
That 90 Day Fiance can't be real.
I don't know.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I have no idea, man. I think it's real. My wife and I watched the one with the big Ed guy or whatever.
Is that the short dude with the gigantic head?
The guy with no neck? Yeah, that guy. Yeah. He sorry. Where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Well, in that season, there was that Russian gal and her boo. They I guess they got kicked off the show for some reason. I guess that guy was like a convicted felon, and I don't know. They talk about that in the show. There's some reason why they got kicked off the show. I can't remember what it was. Maybe he was like on parole. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I don't watch it. The only reason I know about it is because I got caught. I caught Gretchen one night watching something on TLC, and I was like, "Why are you watching this?"
I was watching murder porn on one of those channels, like the Discovery Channel or whatever.
Oh, the Discovery Investigations. Yeah,
I just call it murder porn, like just from that South Park episode about it. But I got caught watching it. And I was like, "Oh God!" with the remote, like when my wife walked in. Anyway,
I don't. Yeah, it's weird. Ever since I cut the cord, I kind of have a new routine. My old routine used to be mostly South Park and a little bit of Fox News and then a little bit of Sports Center, and now it's I don't know what I watch.
Now we have Disney Plus, and I've watched every episode of the first 11 seasons of The Simpsons probably 10 times now.
Oh yeah.
And so I've been watching cartoons from when I was a kid, or like ones that I thought was funny. I started watching regular show.
I watched all. Is it 4 seasons of X-Men?
Oh really?
Oh
yeah,
my gosh, I missed that cartoon. Such a good cartoon.
But I watched regular show because that show's hilarious. It's pretty funny, and because Scott and I used to do some stuff and watch that show.
Yeah.
And I started watching SpongeBob, and there's only like a few episodes of it I can really watch anymore. Like I remember like it being a lot funnier. Like, man, this is a show that's funny for kids and adults, but it really wasn't anymore. But anyway, so I watched SpongeBob for a while, and then what was the other one that I watched? I watched a bunch of Beavis and Butthead. I think I watched all of them already. And then I started watching Ren and Stimpy last night.
Yeah, that just showed up on what did that just show up on? Paramount.
Oh,
okay.
I haven't got because I used to be really into that, like the animation and like I was going to buy an animation cell from that cartoon because those cartoons are still hand drawn.
Right.
So I was like really into it, and John, I can't pronounce his last name, but he signs everything. John K, the creator, and Billy West did the voice of like Stimpy. You know, the guy that does the voice of Fry on Futurama and a whole bunch of other voices. He did the voice of Bugs Bunny in Space Jam. Billy West did, but he's the man. And so I was watching that. I still haven't like picked through it to see if like their band episodes are in there or not, but I doubt it because there's a bunch of them where because John K got fired from Ren and Stimpy on like season 2 or 3 for an episode that they put out that was like just too over the top. But anyway,
I don't think I really got into Ren and Stimpy that much. It was on Nickelodeon though, right?
Yeah, well, I was 6 years old when that was on.
Yeah.
So I was honestly I shouldn't have been watching it. Like
right.
I was watching it, I was like, man, if I had kids, there's no way I'd let them watch this.
Yeah.
But
Emerson tried to get us last week to buy Grand Theft Auto 5 for him, and I'm like, because it was only like 15 or whatever.
Man, how old is that game now?
Yeah, it's been around for a while. And the thing is like, even though he's like, I'm 15, I'm like, you're not 15, you're 14, and I'm still your dad, and I still don't want you playing that game. I don't want him to play the storyline of it. It's still not appropriate for that age group. And
he should play Resident Evil. He'd like that.
Well, yeah, we got that for him. I got him Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, that's way better than that.
Yeah,
I like that more than Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say something too that is along those lines, and I forgot.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, I was going to mention how one of the reasons why I love to watch X-Men is because of Psylocke.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, yeah. No idea. I never got into X-Men.
Oh, my God. So I've only been in love with 2 cartoon characters, and one was Psylocke when I was really into X-Men in the glory days of X-Men in the early 90s, and the other one is Ahsoka. And yeah, so I was like, oh, dude, Psylocke's in this episode. That's why I love X-Men.
Is that the guy with the thing for eyes?
The thing.
That's the guy with the thing over his eye. I don't know who that is.
No, that's Cyclops. That's Cyclops.
Oh.
I wouldn't be in love with the dude. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Psylocke is
I'm open-minded.
Psylocke is the she's the psychic like ninja assassin.
Oh,
Betsy Braddock. It's right, Betsy Braddock.
No idea.
Yeah, it's Betsy Braddock. Then they had this really cool storyline with Revanche, where like it was another Betsy Braddock. It doesn't matter. Anyways.
Yeah, no idea. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's fine.
I never got into X-Men's.
No, She might not have been in the cartoon now. Actually, that I think about, I could have swore she was at some point.
Batman's. I like Batman.
Maybe it's Rogue.
Yeah.
The drawers of X-Men cartoon did some pretty awesome cartoon work. Anyways, this is an RC show, and anyways, what did we do this weekend? We actually raced. We had a lot of races.
Well, we should probably talk about like the show's brought to you in part by Pivot Lending. Blah, blah.
Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah. So this is Alex Sturgeon with the Hobbytown Hobbyplex. We've been babbling for a while. Honestly, there's not a whole lot to talk about other than races and your guys' questions and stuff. This show is always... Oh, wait a minute. I'm here with... I'm out of my mind because I've been working on the track for 2 days. So with me as always...
Too many diesel.
It is.
Will Brinton.
It's pretty stuffy.
Yeah.
Will Brinton and
I'm Will Brinton, and I'm here with Alex Sturgeon.
Yeah. Will's local fast guy
with me is all...
at the Hobbytown Hobbyplex, and to prove it, he won club racing this week. And I'm race manager / partially store manager at the Hobbytown Hobbyplex. In case you don't know,
I will. Yeah.
This show is always brought to you by Pivot Lending Group. You can find them at pivotlending.com. And if you mention our show, you can get 0.125 off your interest rate or $500 lender credit towards the purchase of a refinance or a new home, which is awesome. Which is pretty freaking awesome. So we're almost done. I think we got an email saying that we might be able to close in like 7 or 8 days now. So we actually use Pivot Lending to refinance our house. Another 30-year commitment.
Yeah, he'll be like 90, right?
Something like that. We talked about that last week. I'm old. Actually, kind of gave it. I made me wait for a second. I was almost like, 30 years? I'm like, holy crap. Are we still going to be around in 30 years? But I don't know. We will. Yeah. It'll have an extra. Our house has 3 bedrooms. Emerson's going to leave at some point. It'll be for the grandkids.
You think?
Hopefully for grandkids. If Emerson's not out by 21, I'm going to be like, dude, there you go. Get out in the world.
There's the door.
There's the door. So anyways, I've been working on the track. So Saturday night, we had some help pulling pipe off with, I think, Tommy Smith and Ariana and a couple of the kids. A couple of, I think it was Sawyer and Riker, actually. Haley, they came out, helped us out clear off the track, and then Sunday got out there around noonish and just started going to town. And this is probably, so far, I don't want to like break, knock on wood or whatever it is. How does that go? So far it's been one of the easier track builds to get done. We're way ahead of schedule because like normally I'm freaking out by Tuesday afternoon, but most of the track itself, all the dirt work and everything's pretty much done. Just got to get that back.
That's always nice.
Yeah, just got to get back and start hammering away on the tamper. And that's a day and a half of just back-breaking, vibrating work. So, but I think the track layout's gonna be fun. I
think so.
I made one little modification to it because I had a little bit of extra room, and I'm like, I'm gonna change it up just a little bit. Otherwise, the flow wouldn't have been there. I had to change it for the flow. So,
gotta have flow.
And actually, I ended up with too much dirt, which never happens. So I had to find somewhere to put that dirt. So, not much going on in the world of RC right now. What happened last week?
There was an INS race on carpet.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Northwest Hobbies. Brent and Jason Rona had a pretty good race in 40 plus. Brent got Jason on the last lap. I didn't see the whole race, but I think that Brent hit a pipe or something at the very beginning. He played catch up, but got around. Jason made a mistake and got around him on the last lap. That's a pretty good one. Nice. I did not hear anybody call it "Get Off My Lawn" 40 plus.
Bummer.
I was actually pretty bummed out about that, but maybe nobody's thinking about it. I mean, it's kind of my ideal anyway. But.
That track's pretty cool. It's a nice,
yeah, it was
nice little carpet track, very clean.
Yeah,
very clean lines. The jumps all looked like they worked. They weren't stupid.
yeah, it looked like a deceiving layout. Like it looked a lot easier than I bet it was, but I think that it had a nice like flow to it where people could like actually race each other.
Yeah.
And it's like you're not constantly jumping your car, you know? And then also like maybe the lower skill leveled guys and were able to get their cars around a little easier too.
I saw one video
like
I saw one video where you could kind of jump onto the straightaway. Like you could kind of jump the pipe by like a foot or two.
they had it. Yeah, they had a skimmer there. And you could. The fast guys were doing it like every lap.
Yeah. That's a permanent track though. That's a permanent carpet track. Which has got to be kind of nice. Permanent carpet off road.
Yeah, no, it has to be because isn't that track's in a mall, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah,
didn't they just move it? Mall. I thought they just moved it.
I don't know. I know it's in a mall because they were like Jason took pictures of it, like following the arrows through the mall. There's like an Old Navy and a Gap and all this other stuff he was walking by.
Huh. That'd be fun. Wheeling your OGO bag through a mall.
Yeah, it's like the electric
like a train of them, like a train of everybody.
Yeah, the electric pit was cool because it had it had a food court right there, and two, like down the way there was a Target connected to the mall.
Did it have an orange Julius?
Yeah, you have an orange Julius.
Get an
I'll tell you this one; it's half full.
Yeah,
it's a Simpsons joke. Anyway.
Oh, I didn't. Whoosh.
Yeah.
We raced this weekend. What did we do? Friday we had 56 entries. Pretty good Plexspec turnout, almost 30 cars. And I actually took video of the A main of that one. I need to post that. I've been so busy that I've been kind of slacking
Did you get video of Two Wheel Buggy?
No, I didn't.
God, that was a good race. Anyway, go ahead.
I've been slacking on the YouTube side of things a little bit lately. Just a lot going on.
Sure.
A lot of last minute stuff for this race. I had to get T-shirts, do the backdrop, or get the backdrop design, then get the backdrop ordered. Then I had to order trophies. Those ship today. They're supposed to be here Thursday, so keep your fingers crossed. That would suck if like the post office lost our awards.
Yeah,
that'd be terrible.
If they're a day late, like everything else lately.
Yeah, exactly. T-shirts. I had to get T-shirts. I got those ordered last week, so they're supposed to be here like Thursday or Friday. Luckily, they're right across the street, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then the actual race part, and then we got to get this track out of the way. It's just ongoing.
Never ends, does it?
No, it never ends. It's just a cycle. It's just a cycle of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is once we get this track built, this new track built, very 10 scale track layout, I think it'll be easy to make some changes for the summer series when that comes around. You know,
yeah, I think so too.
Do one little corner here, one little corner there for each month. It should be really fun.
Yeah.
Let's talk about racing, and then we'll get to some questions and comments and stuff on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube right now, there's 17 of you. Sorry, I'm not very peppy, but like I said, I've been slamming the track the last 2 days. But
that's fine. I got the pep for both of us. You know what I mean?
Post question on here. We'll get to it at the end, unless you want to get it answered right away, and then you can give us a super chat. So it's up to you, but we'll try to get what we can at the end. Let's talk about our racing really quick, because we had a great weekend. Like I said, 56 entries on Friday. And once again, I didn't lose it. I left my laptop at home, so I'm totally prepared today. Did you know that there was like a shooting or something right outside this building?
When?
Right. Like before I came. What? Yeah, so
No.
Omaha's been in a weird, like the last 3 days, it's been a lot of crazy violence and stuff. And I started taking this back way. So I go towards the airport, and then I come behind this building instead of taking the North Freeway. It's just less traffic. That's the only reason why I do it. And I think it's a little bit quicker. And so when I was coming around, I saw that there was a cop car just sitting there with his lights on. And then when I turned the corner, there was another cop car that was blocking the road and had his lights on. And then I looked over and there's police tape. And then there's a lone truck over there with his door open and like its windows shattered out. So something happened.
So you don't know if it was a shooting or not?
I'm making an assumption.
You're guessing.
I'm guessing based on what's been going on in Omaha for the last 3 days. So
you got to know for sure.
Well,
maybe somebody owed somebody $5 and they threw a brick through their windows.
Yeah, impossible. Either way, the way here wasn't blocked or anything. It was just kind of weird to turn the corner and be like, "Oh crap, I can't go that way now." That being said, I did get a ping right in the middle of racing on Saturday asking if I was okay. And I was like, from like my cousin and who lives in Sioux City. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I guess that there was a shooting at Westroads.
What? I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the crazy one that happened like 10 years ago. Yeah. The mass shooter or whatever, which is pretty freaking scary. But, no, I was like, nope, don't know anything about it. I'm at work. I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Where are we? Hobbyplex Raceway. I hate doing this on my phone. There we go. There's 2 of them. We're the real one. Crap. View results from other events. I want to talk about Friday really quick because we did have another good turnout. Like I said, 56 entries, and there were 30-something plexers. So there was an A and B main because what happens on Fridays is not everybody stays. So all the plexers. So, I mean, they pay $5. The kids have a good time for a couple hours, and sometimes the parents get them or they leave early or whatever. I know Emerson's buddy came, and he usually has to leave before the mains, so they can condense down a little bit. Oh, here we go. So Trevor put in legend. I'm trying to think who that is. I think it's Josh McMullen. I think that's how that is in the computer now. Because I was actually there. I was filming the A main. So Josh McMullen took the win on Friday. Steve Wall was second. Jacob Yoder was third. Emerson Sturgeon was there. He was driving Cameron's Slash from upstairs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And he forgot to turn reverse off. So every time he would double pump the brakes, the truck would go in reverse and would spin out. And he was like, "Why is this thing spinning out?" And I'm like, I tried to explain to him. Diego Quintana was there, getting fifth. Mason Corbin. One of Nick Corbin's kiddos, got sixth. Paul Yoder was seventh. Caleb Tolberg was eighth. Micah Tolberg was ninth, and Ethan Farrington was 10th. And then there was a truck class, and it was TJ Williams with the win, Bob Hamilton second, and Jake Poteet third. And
I haven't seen Bob in a while.
Yeah, I was surprised to see him Friday night, but he was there. Where is... Bob's been busy painting bodies. I keep meaning to ask him to paint my RC crawler interior for my other truck, but I'm like, he's busy. I don't want to mess him up.
Didn't he make a post like, "Hey, no more bodies for a while, guys"?
I think he's been so inundated with bodies that he actually took like a couple days off of work.
Really?
Yeah. So on Facebook, you can find Bob's Bodies and get a hold of Bob. But he might be. I mean, sounds like he's very popular at the moment.
Bob's Body Shop.
We've been asked to have somebody on that paints as a guest, and I tried. He was one person that I thought about, but I tried to get Kenny McKinney up here, who used to paint my bodies, but he doesn't really paint anymore. So he also told me that he doesn't really talk. He's not a talker, so he didn't want to come in. I was going to have him in the studio. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Kenny
used to race off-road. Now he's an on-road guy.
Yeah.
Actually, he's been an on-road guy, I should say, for a long time. There was a 13.5 class on Friday. Nick Pavel got the win. Jackson Anderson TQ'd, got second. TJ Williams was third. Sam Saunders and Troy Saunders were there. They got fourth and fifth. And there was a B main of two-wheel drive buggy. How many buggies were there? That's pretty cool. It's one nice thing about stock buggy. You can always count on a class on both nights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So A main, Jake Poteet with the win. Jackson Anderson getting second. Sam Saunders third. Nick Pavel fourth. Steve Wall was eighth. Qualified eighth, finished fifth. TJ Williams was sixth. Troy Saunders was seventh, and Cody Kupke was eighth. He actually texted me today asking if he wanted help on the track, and I didn't get back to him because I was on the tractor. There was a mini truggy class. Jake Poteet must have ran like 3 or 4 classes. Steve Wall and Logan Prismanis. Logan's one of our kids that works for us. And then they had like an e-truggy class. You would have loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Logan Prismanis and Jason Prismanis, and then Steve Wall. And still, good night. Almost 60 entries on a Friday, which is great. That's what we like. Now we go on to Saturday, and we had 75 entries on a Saturday. So last week we were kind of low. We were at 56 entries on a Saturday, actually, which is kind of low for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so here we are. We're just kind of right back to normal for us, really. Let's see where we at. We had a B main and Plex Spec, 13.5 wheeler and mod buggy. And once again, I got to say, we're one of the few places that has a consistent weekly mod buggy class every week at a club race.
Yeah.
That's just,
it's great.
Yeah. There's just not too many clubs that can say that, So that's something to hang our hat on for sure. I'm just tooting my own horn.
Yeah. Toot away.
Toot away. Toot toot. Oh, hang on. Wait a second. We just got a text. Gretchen just texted me.
Uh-oh.
This is so out of the blue. Do you think clams have emotions? Because why do they say you're happy as a clam?
I don't know.
She just texted me that.
Maybe because it doesn't take... Maybe that's because it doesn't take much to make clams happy. Like, all they need is some salt water and some sand and to filter or to eat whatever's floating around them. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, but why would she text that to me right now?
I don't know. Maybe she's like, I don't know, in deep
I wonder
thought.
if that was a shower thought. Actually, what time is it? 7 o'clock? I bet you that's a shower thought. Because normally
she's in a mind-altered state.
No. Oh, well, I mean, she works. She gets off at 6. She usually is home by 6:45. She usually yells at Emerson and then takes a shower right at 7. So it's like a shower.
He just comes in and screams at him.
Basically.
Like, ah!
Oh, my leg is caught. Gosh darn it. Anyways, all right. Back to the regular scheduled program. That's really random. Should text her back. I'm like, are you okay?
Say maybe, yeah. Do you need me to pick you up from the bar?
Plex Spec, A main. So this one was pretty good. You had the Webb Bros, Cole and Eli, both had new cars that they debuted on Saturday. And then you had Andrew Thomas, who is one of those kids that, like I said, got a 13.5 wheeler. So they're all kind of looking to move up into the more, structured classes and all. Dalton Conrad is another one who got a new car, a 13.5 four-wheel drive car, B74 maybe, I think. And but I'm still letting him work out in Plex Spec just for a little while longer too, just to get some track time. But Dalton Conrad qualified second, took the win. And then Cole Webb, with my Emerson's old car, finished second. Eli Webb with his Losi car finished third. Then it was Travis Clancy, Jake Conrad, Riker Haley, Ariana Smith, and then Andrew didn't race. And I think that he was in the 13.5 buggy B main again. Yeah. So Dalton was in the B, Andrew was in the B, Travis Clancy was in the B of 13.5 wheeler. So these guys trying to get going in the more, structured classes when it comes to that, which is pretty cool. Then we had a stock truck main. It was nice. Wes Hicks got the win. Chance Rolk qualified fifth, finished second. Oh, no, wait. What am I saying? Okay, so this is that one where they wanted to run short course, but we didn't have enough, so I threw them in with the trucks. So technically, Chance Rolk won short course. Brian Keever got second in short course. And then Wes won stadium truck. TJ Williams got second after getting the TQ. Brady Papanow was third, and Jason Haley was fourth in stadium truck.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So just real quick. So when I mount tires, I always write like gold compound, the date, or like what compound they are, the date I mounted them, and then like if I'm doing a whole bunch of sets, I number them so I know what number they are and they all match. I don't mix and match them or nothing.
Yeah.
It's like this one's 2. I wrote that on, but on the number 3 one, like if I have like up to 3 or 4 on 3, I always just write Dale on it, like Dale Earnhardt. Anyway, that's it. Go ahead.
Do it for Dale.
Yeah, I've done that for years. I've just written Dale.
That's interesting. Where was I?
Just after stadium truck.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mixed bag of stadium.
Mixed bag of trucks. So, I really hope that the lack of tire supply is not going to kill our truck classes on Saturday for this big race.
I hope not. That'd be bad.
I mean, the track should have enough grip to run low tread anyways.
One would think.
I would think so. So mod 4-wheels. So we had the boys, the big boys, all here. We had, except for Mason. Mason wasn't here, so we were missing 1 out of 3.
One of the big dogs,
yeah.
Or Caden too. So 2 of the big dogs.
Yeah, that's true. But Tom Rinnernecht, got the TQ and win. Didn't you TQ the first round of 4-wheel though?
I did. Yeah. I think so. Just by a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
your stuff was working good.
Yeah.
You got second here in 4-wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alex Vanderbeek finished third. Aiden Olson I finished fourth. Mitchell Pavel was fifth, and Tom Smith was sixth, and Ethan Delaire finished seventh. Ethan doesn't really like 4-wheel drive. Have you noticed that?
I think he does. I think he likes 4-wheel. He's just trying some stuff.
Oh. I remember last year at the summer series, he was like, yeah, 4-wheel drive's not really my thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, then probably not. I don't know. I put a setup on my 4-wheel, and I just drive it.
Right.
Like, I pretty much only wrench on 2-wheel.
Yeah. You guys were digging into that kicker. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That kicker I built, the front ends of all of your guys' associated 4-wheel drives are just jabbing into that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jabbing into it like a COVID shot.
Yeah. I don't run the front bumper on mine just to give it more ground clearance.
Yeah.
And then I took a file, or I think I used a Dremel on this one, and I just Dremeled it so it had a bevel here, so it doesn't catch as bad. But I don't know, it works.
Jackson Anderson on a Friday night just kept on getting these huge, like, just fistful of mud on the front of his car. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it sounds like a garage band name.
Fistful of mud. Stock buggy, A main. We had Jackson Anderson with the TQ and win. Dustin Hosick qualified second, finished second. Easton McCormick got a third. Nick Pavel was fourth. TJ Williams was fifth. Steve Smith was sixth. Don't look now, but Steven, Tommy's brother, he finished second in Indy buggy at the J Concepts race. He's getting pretty fast with his car.
Yeah.
Brinkerhoff was seventh. Wes Hicks was eighth. Rob Connor was ninth. Hunter was 10th, and Chance Rolk was off on lap 6. Didn't see what happened. I can't remember what happened. But Jackson Jackson's not running Indy at the race at the ProTech Champs this weekend. He's running regular everyday expert.
When did he tell you that?
Last week when I asked him.
Oh, really? Because he's still up in the air about it when I talked to him.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. I'm trying to talk him into running independent.
He should just run expert.
You think so?
Yeah.
I want him to run independent.
Yeah, he's fast enough now. He should just run expert and 4-wheel.
But he's independent.
So
he could run it if he wants to.
Yeah, he could. He just probably shouldn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't.
All right, I'll tell him not to, I guess.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Mod Buggy is next. And
yeah, it is.
This one, you kind of took charge early, really. Straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I had the lead on the first or second lap.
So let's see. 1, 2, third lap.
Third lap?
Yep, third lap. And never looked back. And then Rinderneck he busted a turnbuckle out of the blue. I don't even remember seeing him hit anything. He must have bounced off a pipe or something, but his turnbuckle broke, so he couldn't steer. So he was off on lap 9. But to be honest with you, I mean, they weren't necessarily catching you. I mean, I remember last year around this time, I had a chance to win a club race twice. And that one race, I had the lead until the very last lap, and Tom caught me, and they were catching me big time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like Alex and Tom took each other out really early, and I got the lead, or it wasn't this time, it would have been in May because of the COVID thing, but either way. But in this instance, you got the lead early, and they weren't necessarily reeling you in. So your brand new B3 was working pretty good.
Yeah, it really came together.
Alex did drop that 23.3 on the second to last lap, though.
Yep,
he
sure did.
Gained a second on you in one lap, and I was like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah.
But then the next lap, it ended up working out. So
I was just like, yeah, he can catch me, but man, he's got to pass me too. So
yeah,
got to make my car heavy,
What did you do? Did you do anything different to your car that you want to talk about? Or did you just use the basic setup?
The rear end is pretty much the kit setup. I know that there's a couple of updates, and you can find them on like the B6.3 Nation. Kurt posted them. Like the diagram or the model that's in the manual of the rear end of the car is actually the carpet modeling. So it tells you to put the rear ball studs, I think, on the inner or the outer. I can't remember, but they need to go in the middle. And
oh, really?
I mean, that's yeah.
See, that's something I noticed too. I wanted to do a video on the B63, like a build video.
Mm-hmm.
But as I was building it, I noticed two things. The turnbuckle lengths were off. They didn't match up when you actually put them on the car. But then also like you're right. On the one page it shows the ball link, the ball stud, I should say, going all the way to the inside, and then on the next page it shows it being on the outside. So I was like,
middle?
No, it showed it on the outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does. So I was like, what the heck?
Huh.
So.
Oh. Yeah, it needs to go in the middle.
Okay.
So that was one thing that Kurt posted, and then the parts are all right in the kit.
Mm-hmm.
And like the hub spacing, like oh shoot. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry. Oh, here. Oh, all right. Oh, god dang. There we go. Okay.
That's all right. Last week I dropped my headphones, so whatever.
Yeah, the ball stud spacing there on those screws or whatever, like the hub spacing there.
Yeah.
That is supposed to be 1 mil and not 2.
Oh.
But the parts are correct, and the parts in the kit are correct. Like it comes with 1 mil shim.
Okay, because that's another thing, because I basically guessed when I put those on, because I had not enough shims for what was called in the book, and I was like, oh crap, did I lose some shims? So that actually makes a ton of sense now.
Yep. That rear end, like, is what I'd been running for a while.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's pretty much what I had on my other car. And I added an aluminum front bulkhead, aluminum bell cranks. I just always run that. And then I run the aluminum 9-gram servo weight. So those are three things that I added. Other than that, I went to V1 white rear springs, and I ran V1 grays up front. And what else? I mean, it's pretty much just my regular shock package from the other car. I did run the medium pistons and not the thick ones, not the thin ones, but the medium ones. Right. And they come in the kit. And I ran those with I dropped the oil down because I did bump my oil up. I didn't use the 35 weight oil that came in the kit.
Yeah.
Well, I did in the front, but I ran 32.5 rear and 35 front. And that first qualifier, my car was pretty tight. So I said, well, let's drop some shock oil. It should free it up. And it did. That helped it kind of dig in a little bit more and wasn't so
because on the point 2, I would normally run 32 all the way around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. I always ran 30 weight rear and 32.5 front. And I ran 29.5 rear shock length. Well, I got a shock right here.
Because the book says 27, I think.
Yeah, it's like 27.5, but I like a lot of droop.
Right.
Like I've always I think it makes the car a little more forgiving to drive. It transfers weight easier. It doesn't drive as flat, and it pivots a lot easier. And I like it that way. So I ran 29.5 rear stroke. So it's like, there's from there to there. I ran that 29.5 with long eyelets. So like I usually kind of max out the droop.
Yeah.
Then in the front, I ran 23.5 with long eyelets. It was pretty good.
Yeah. It was fun to see all the new cars. I think I got done building mine right before I started taking entries at 12:30. And I think Alex Vanderbeek got done with his right around the same time.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to get a win with that car at our track, like the first night out with it.
Yeah. Was Ethan running a 0.3? Delaire?
Yep, he has one.
So basically, first night out, we had Will Britton taking the win, Alex Vanderbeek getting second, and Ethan Delaire getting third. So it was an AE 1-2-3 with the new car.
Mm-hmm.
Aiden Olson, who didn't qualify because he was working. He works in the store on a lot of club race Saturdays, and then if we're not super busy, he can clock out and come down and race, and then run back upstairs and clock back in. And so he's just been running one class. And then Jeremy Fellas was there. That's how you know it's a good club race, when Jeremy's there.
Yeah.
And getting fifth. And then Riley Filbert, he won last week and then TQ'd. He was your top qualifier.
Yeah.
With his Yokomo.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's doing good, man.
Yeah. And just a little bit too many little mistakes here and there kind of let you guys all kind of go around. But I mean, he was in the game. Ashton McCormick, Tommy Smith, and then Rennernecht, and then Rico also came off too on lap 8. I didn't see what happened, but
I didn't either. Did you see my consistency? It was like 99 something.
Really? Let's check it out. Let's view laps. 99.2 consist. Wow, that's very, very good for consistency.
Leading and having somebody follow you the entire time too.
Yeah, that is really good.
And then my fast lap was like 20, or was it like a 0.6?
Yeah, 23 something.
23.6, and then my top 5 was 23.8. My top 10 was 23.8.
Yeah.
My top 15 was like 24 flat, and then my overall average is like 24 flat.
Yeah, it's really good. Then we had 13.5.
I did not have hot laps though.
No, you didn't. 13.5 four-wheel drive. Another good turnout of this. We had an A and B main. We did 2 bump ups. Jackson Anderson though taking another TQ and a win. So he got 2 TQs and wins on Saturday. He got the big Plex bucks. Dustin Hosick qualified second, finished second. Nick Pavel qualified third, finished third. Ashley McCormick was fourth. James Nelson was fifth. Easton McCormick was sixth. Chance Rolk was seventh. Ronnie Wint was eighth. Brian Keever was ninth, and TJ Williams was 10th. And then, and I was talking about some of the kids coming up out of Plex Spec. You can kind of lump TJ in there too, although he's been running the regular classes for a couple years now.
Yeah. We still came out of Plex Spec.
Yeah, he did, and we can't forget about him. He just wasn't there for a couple weeks. He had to get his grades up.
No, really. Well, that's good.
That's
good incentive.
Quality parenting right there. I got grounded so many times for my RC car when I was younger.
No, I never did. I was paying for all of it, so I never got grounded.
Oh yeah, I got grounded from it, from going to the track. My sister's in the other room. She just nodded. She's like, "Yeah, you did."
My mom tried. I was like 12 or something. I was like, I'm paying for it, so I'm doing it. I was like, can you imagine like Daniel Bender saying that to his mom? I can't. Remember. Yeah, I can't imagine like how I'm still alive. Like saying that, like I get beat up, but I still raced.
If I mouthed out to my mom, she would just honestly. My mom was a very large woman, and she would grab me and literally sit on me until I shut up. So I was like, I knew better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like she knew wrestling moves, which is crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she could like.
She gave you the stone cold stunner,
like a full Nelson, and
yeah. Oh, real wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling.
I wrestled. I was never very good, but I still did it.
I wrestled in 7th grade, and I learned very quickly that I should not do that.
Did you try and wrestle your mom when she'd wrestle you?
No, I knew better because even though my parents were split up, like I knew that if I did anything, my dad would find out, and then he didn't want my dad. Yeah.
Old daddy-o.
My problem was that I've weighed 240 pretty much since my 20s now, but before that, I've talked about this before, but right when my parents split up, they took us to Kansas, right? And that's when I got fat. I drank lots of Welch's grape soda and just watched coverage of Desert Storm for 9 months, and came back to Omaha like 100 pounds heavier. So unfortunately, I was short and fat. So when I tried to wrestle, I was in the wrong weight class for my size, even though the weight was appropriate, but the size wasn't.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like I in 7th grade, or was it 8th grade? I don't even know. But I had to wrestle 200-pound buff dudes, and I was a 200-pound fat kid. So
yeah,
my wrestling career was short-lived.
Yeah, I had to wrestle big, tall guys. Is that I was pretty cut. Like I was just really wide.
Yeah.
So
cut.
like I had to wrestle guy like because I wrestled 160 and maybe 155 somewhere around there. But like they just had so much more reach than I did. So like they just get an arm in. There's nothing. You're pretty much just on defense the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine ended pretty quickly. We just got a super chat.
Nice.
Peter Renault, and I'm really sorry about. So do you have any more race videos from last weekend, including Will's win? I let everybody down. I don't. I have a Friday night Plex Spec main still in my phone that I need to put up, and unfortunately, I have been crazy busy to And the thing,
you looked really tired on Saturday,
dude,
too.
Saturday I wasn't feeling very good. I don't know if it's just my anxiety getting to me again with everything going on, but Saturday I wasn't feeling very good. And then Sunday, I just haven't been able to sleep. But So yesterday I didn't feel very good either. But I don't know. I hope it doesn't have anything to do with my jab.
Oh,
you know, like I've heard stories of people saying that they kind of got kind of tired and stuff after taking their first one or their second one. So, but that was like 2.5 weeks ago. I wouldn't think that'd be it.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, it's okay. But okay, so I have a Friday night Plex Spec main I still got to upload, but I had nobody around to take video. On Saturday, and I didn't want to hold my phone the whole time that on Saturday, because I was thinking about was getting the races over with so that we could pull the pipe and start getting this new track build all set and done. So I will be taking video of the new track tonight. I'm gonna do a video on what I've done to the track. So thanks for the super chat, but I apologize for not having a whole bunch of race videos up the last couple weeks.
How much was the super chat for?
$5 Canadian.
Nice. $20 American.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. We got one more. We got independent buggy to talk about, and then we'll take a pivot landing break. I'm going to go pee, and then we'll get to some YouTube questions, and that should finish off our show for tonight.
Yeah.
Steven Smith, as I talked about earlier, taking the TQ and win in independent buggy by 2 laps over the field.
Wow.
Ronnie Went got second. Brian Keever was third. Hunter Anderson, Jackson's bro, finished fourth. Josh Ryan was fifth, and TJ Williams broke out back there. And I didn't see what happened. I thought he lost a wheel maybe. But that was independent stock buggy. So again, just I wish there was a way that I could convey my sentiment other than just talking about it a lot. But we have had it so good the last couple years now, but just in general with the tone at the track.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? We're all pretty chill. Even when
the atmosphere is great.
Even when something dumb happens, we're all pretty chill about it.
Yeah.
But ever since we got back to racing after the coronavirus, stoppage, I mean, this is how Saturdays have been on dirt or carpet. Yeah.
No, I think we're all just pretty fortunate to be at the track. So
yeah,
we all play accordingly.
So I don't know, I've lived in this town obviously I'm 42 years old. So I've been racing RC cars since 1990 here in Omaha. And I honestly, I can't think of a time in that time period that we've had it any better than we got it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that.
Yeah.
And it's not just the turnout. It's the atmosphere. It's like and it seems like we're inviting to new people now. I mean, you see that with the kids,
Yeah.
Like Dalton and I can't remember his name now. I'm going to kill myself for not remembering.
Yeah,
his name.
I think people, once they race, they want to come back, and that's important.
Yeah.
And all the new guys we have are super nice. Like, they want to come over and visit. And I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, because like Dalton Conrad got a new 4-wheel drive. Andrew Thomas got his 4-wheel drive. He actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not. Maybe I won't. I can't remember. I don't know if it was like a secret, so I'm not going to say until I find out next week if the kid knows or not.
Oh.
I don't want to spoil anything. What if it was like a present and I didn't know about it and we spoiled it on our podcast? That'd be terrible.
Yeah, it'd be not good.
Yeah. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? I wish there was a way better that I could just say, thank you, but also, it's pretty awesome right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you don't charge your battery all the way and ruin a chance to
win that 40 plus main that you gave away.
Yeah.
I remember that very vividly, like it was a few months ago.
Yeah, even when stuff like that happens, All right, I got to pee, so we got to take a pivot lending break. Apparently it's 2 minutes and 33 seconds, so I'm going to hustle my butt over to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm going to pee too, I think.
Okay.
All right, see you in a little bit after we pee.
Yeah, we're going to both pee.
Yeah, we're going to pee at the same time.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Yeah!
This is a Pivot Lending Update with David Olson and Don Zoller. Get some.
Hi, this is David Olson with Pivot Lending, and with me today is
Don Zoller.
And we just wanted to give everybody listening the backstory on Pivot Lending and maybe what separates us from our competitors in the marketplace. Pivot Lending, we're going on our 20th year, and we're a mortgage banking company. We're different in a few ways that we have divisions of subservicing, divisions of third-party origination. We have a marketing team in one division. We also have business development. We work business to business, whether it's with a community bank or a credit union. We also work the retail side of the spectrum. So we're working with a lot of realtors. We're working with a lot of builders. There's a number of different ways that our organization has diversified as opposed to a standard mortgage banking company that's just generating a mortgage to the market and to sell it or potentially service it. We internally underwrite all of our loans in-house. We have 5 underwriters. We're big enough to play in the larger spaces, but small enough to be a boutique operation. We've got about 100 employees right now. We are in California, Arizona. We have offices also in Wichita. We're in Kansas City, Omaha, Colorado. Inside Colorado, we're in Denver, Boulder, and opening up in Colorado Springs. We're kind of excited and growing. We're moving into the New England market with a big partnership that also is a mortgage service provider to 234 different credit unions in the New England states. So a lot of things happening, and having Dawn locally is a huge advantage for everybody in the RC community. I know that not only myself, but the owner of the company, Brian Ottaviano, he's a hobby fan. He flew quite a few remote control airplanes and loves that piece of it. He also follows Aiden, my son's racing. And so it's great to be able to weave in the hobby into what we're doing and to be able to get back to the hobby because of the things it represents, I think, are similar to things that we represent.
David Olson, NMLS 16099. Don Zoller, NMLS 277589. Pivot Lending, NMLS 109995.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
I think you won.
Yeah, I TQ'd peeing.
Yeah.
So the difference between TQing peeing and winning peeing is whoever had the most volume of pee.
Oh.
I just made that up. It's not an actual stat. I am using my new J Concepts. Well, it's not really that new. Well, I don't know. This is like the second time I've used it. I mean, it's still new.
The tire bouncer?
Yeah. I got one of these.
I wish I had time to care about balancing my tires.
I wish I had time to care. Yeah. You gotta do the little extra stuff here, you know.
I was gonna go.
Anyway.
I was gonna go to a crawling event on Saturday with my new truck here, and I honestly I woke up at like 8:30 and was very comfortable, and just thought to myself, "Nah, just stayed home."
What time was it at? 10?
Yeah, I was at 10 a.m.
How long do you think that would have lasted?
I don't know, probably mid-afternoon.
Okay, because I woke up at like, I don't know, 10:30 on Sunday, and that I either texted you then or
you were like, "Where's it at?"
then.
I'm like, I stayed home.
And I was like, all right, I guess I'm not going.
Emerson got his motorcycle running Sunday.
Oh, really? That Suzuki is a Suzuki, right?
It's a Kawasaki 100.
Kawasaki.
And he got it. He had it running last week, but it would basically stall out, and so they took it to his uncle's dad's place. His dad's like a big motorcycle guy, and they actually got it going. And then they showed me some video of him practicing riding it in Dodge Park up here, NP Dodge Park. And then before I left to go to the track on Sunday, he's like, "Come on out, Kier, come on out." So I went out there and he hopped on it and he just took off, started riding it. Little thing, it sounds like a scooter. It's like
yeah.
It's not deep at all. It's not a deep sound. But,
that's a good first bike.
Honestly, as a dad, I'm very impressed because he got that. So the story is that it was like a barn find, and the guy who won the auction or whatever is a friend of his uncle's, and it's like, "Hey, you want this bike? I don't need it for anything." And so they had to drive and get it, so they got it for free. And then Emerson took the whole thing apart, cleaned it, put it all back together, and then it needed like a spark plug and the carburetor needed cleaned or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
And,
put it in some carb dip.
Yeah.
They dip it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel bad. I wasn't around for that part. And
yeah.
But dude, he's all stoked about it. He did break the chain though.
Yeah.
And so far the
Isn't
chain.
that Fleetwood Mac song?
We'll never break the chain.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was pretty impressed. I'm impressed. The thing is, though, is he's 14, so it's not like he's riding it legal around the neighborhood. So that sucks. And then he wants to ride it to school, and I'm like, dude, like, you got to wait 2 years before you can do that. You drive right by a sheriff every single time you go to school, like, because there's always a sheriff there directing traffic. And actually, I think in the high school part, there's another sheriff over there on that side too. So it's not like you can just. I don't think you can just illegally ride right by him. You know.
Can you get a school permit?
You can.
I don't know if you can get a school.
Yeah, he can.
School permit for a motorcycle? Can you?
I don't. I know he can get a learner's permit to ride to drive to school. I don't know. We have to look into it. But he bought a pair of boots, like cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And jeans. So my son has went in the last 3 years he has gone from being he still likes 21 Pilots, but not to the extent like I bought him a t-shirt from 21 Pilots t-shirt for Christmas one year. He ain't wearing that anymore, you know?
Yeah.
But he went from like, who's that rapper that died? Triple Extension or whatever? The one Extension.
DMX?
No, DMX. Yeah, that's recent. But there was the one that it was a couple years ago. Anyways, he went from like in mumble rap, which I was not a big fan of, nor did I know he was actually listening to that stuff until I found out. And I'm like, you can't do that. You know, certain music I don't want you to listen to. Anyways, but you know how kids are, he's sneaking in there. I mean, I listened to Two Live Crew in like 1990, so snuck in one of those tapes. You know, when I was 12. Anyways, he went from liking that to all of a sudden, like 6 months ago, I'm downstairs in my man cave, you know, working on something, and I swear I can hear like Metallica playing. And I go upstairs and I go to his door and I'm like, that is Metallica. And I like knocked on the door and very carefully opened it up and seen what he's doing, and he's in there jamming out to Metallica while he's playing on video games or something like that. And we had to talk about that. I'm like, well, what happened to all this other music? He's like, I don't know, I just like this music. And now he's got a mullet. He's wearing a camo jacket, blue jeans, and cowboy boots.
He's regular Billy Ray Cyrus.
Like, what the heck?
Calling him Billy Ray.
What the heck is going on?
Yeah.
And literally like 3 weeks ago, we were at the skate park skateboarding, which he's still doing. I don't know. Yeah, either way, and it's just
he's
weird.
Trying to find himself.
I guess it's just kind of bizarre how quickly that changes. It's very bizarre.
Yeah. That's funny.
I never did the cowboy. Well, no, I did do the cowboy thing. Actually,
I never did.
there's a couple really bad pictures of me with a cowboy hat, a blue like cowboy shirt, jeans, and boots. That down in Lake of the Ozarks when my dad was trying to get my mom to move to southern Missouri a long time ago. It's a very bizarre picture. I think I was like 10. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We got questions on YouTube. We got a few questions on YouTube. This has been one of those shows where we just
so did he buy the boots to ride in?
Yes.
Oh, why?
His uncle said that it'll help him. It helps him keep his feet from getting messed up if he goes down or something like that. Yeah.
I just wear Vans.
I know.
I wear a t-shirt.
If I rode this motorcycle to work, I guarantee
I'd
wear shorts and Vans and a.
I don't wear shorts.
Maybe
on
a sweatshirt. I don't know.
I live dangerously, but I still wear jeans.
Yeah.
I don't really wear shorts though.
No, you don't wear shorts.
Ever.
I don't think I've ever seen your legs, Will.
I can show them to you.
Yeah. Wiz with the first question. When he puts whenever it makes sense, because this was back when we were talking about cartoons. Could you guys talk about breaking in the diff and setting the slipper on a stock buggy, B6 2D? So with Emerson's car, I pretty much did it the same way that I do. But with a stock buggy, you can't really do the diff check because the motor won't lift up the front wheels.
Yeah, I mean you pretty much have to set your diff up to where it feels right and it doesn't bark while you're driving it around. But yeah, the slipper, like if you're running a slipper in stock, like I always just run, and this isn't modified. Like on my two wheel, I just run the nut flush.
Yeah,
with
like the instructions say.
That, and maybe if you need a little more scoot, you go like a half a turn in. You definitely don't want to back it out any farther than that nylock. But I mean that's probably that's been the perfect setting for me, and I might tighten it up a quarter to half a turn sometimes, but I don't do much.
Well, sometimes I'll check my slipper the old school way too, where I go out to the track, and I kind of like I put my car down on the ground, and I take my foot and I push it backwards, and then I give it gas, and that it can with mod it kind of just hesitates for a split second and then snaps. That's how we used to do it. You could set it down and you wanted it to slip for a second and then just snap right into your hand. And I think with stock, because you can't do the diff, you can do the diff check, because if you bench test it and you bark, obviously your diff is loose. Yeah. But your slipper part, your tires won't come up. I think you could go out on the track and do the snap test. Now that being said, I don't know how you do your diff, but I make it hand tight, and then I put it up on a car stand, and I take a wrench and I stick it in one side of the outdrive, and I turn my throttle up a little bit and let one tire spin for about a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and then I take it and I do the other side. And then I take the wheel off and I stick my wrench in there, if you don't got one of those cool tools, and I tighten her down using the wheel on the other side. And then I do that, and then I do that again. And then if I need to do it a third time, I do. But most of the time, usually it's good on the second set. Yeah. And then I just go drive it. And then you got to check it again after you're done driving it.
Yeah, I just I do it the way you do it, but I probably start a little bit tighter, and I set my throttle trim to about 70% or 70 clicks, and I kind of wait to hear it because it's kind of loaded, and then once the motor starts running at a faster RPM, I back it down to about 60, and I do that on both sides, 70% on both sides, and tighten it up. A little bit till I have that same sound. Yeah. And at about 60. And then I let it run at 60 clicks for about like 5 minutes aside. And it's usually pretty good. Like I might tighten it up a little bit till the feeling's right. But then I don't touch it. Like I'll run it and it doesn't change.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of lap that in a little longer and it doesn't change on the track.
Yeah.
So.
And then you gotta make sure after that first run too that you recheck your diff because it might loosen up on you.
Yeah, I just flick it.
A lot of times it doesn't.
Feels right.
A lot of times it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
I don't know about you, but on a TLR car, I would look at the TLR wheel because for whatever reason, I mean, I don't know about the 5.0 now because my experience was with a gear diff, but I would always watch that TLR logo go around one time. It seemed like Losi cars needed their diff tighter back when I had my 4.0 and before that.
Yep. Yeah, you want to flick your wheels opposite of each other. Like you don't want to hold the gear and turn it or anything like that. If you have to hold the gear to turn your diff, there's something wrong with it because you run it that tight, like you're taking all the grip out of your car.
Yeah.
So like I flick them opposite of each other. Like you hold each wheel and then flick it, and the JC logo should make one rotation stop at about the same point. If it travels a little bit beyond, it only takes like a 16th of a turn at a shot to get it right.
Yeah.
But
so there you go. I think we covered that. But yeah, I think with stock you got to do the snap test on the track itself.
Yeah.
Anyways, talking about X-Men. Mad Thunder says he doesn't think that Psylocke ever appeared in the X-Men cartoon. I could have swore she did. Maybe like the 4th season, but I don't know. Now I'm going to have to go back and watch that next week when I've got time. Steve RC says he's wondered how much GTA has contributed to what's happening in some areas of the country right now. I don't know about that. Maybe more people need to play Grand Theft Auto because I don't know.
The aggression.
After a bad day at work, there was nothing better than going home and just like randomly shooting people on the street in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to do that because Emerson's got he's got the Xbox in his room, so I don't know.
I've never played the Grand Theft Auto games.
Really?
Yeah, I tried. It was like,
out.
Oh, this is popular.
I got Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah,
on PlayStation 2, actually.
You know me, man. The video games I play the Legend of Zelda series.
Yeah, that's true.
Resident Evil. Currently still trying to get all 126 stars on Super Mario 64. I can't because I'm dumb.
Dude, I haven't been able to play anything.
I'm stuck on was it like the Rainbow Carpet Ride one?
Yeah.
Where you have to I have all 6 stars, but you have to get 100 coins to get the 7th.
Yeah.
And God, that is hard. Anyway.
Go
ahead.
I haven't been able to play anything, so I'm in a funk when it comes to outside stuff other than RC.
Yeah.
Any fix for the Losi Mini B bell cranks like bearings? I haven't seen anything. I think Hot Racing has got some more metal parts coming out, but like everybody else, they're all out of stock everywhere. What size hole do you make in your wheels there, Mr. Brenton?
Oh, these holes,
Yeah.
like in the wheel?
Yeah.
Those are 7 mil. And I measure it by using my
Super awesome J
body
Concepts
reamer.
thing?
No, this is actually factory team body reamer.
Oh, you got a stepped body reamer. You're one of those cool
Yeah,
guys.
it has it measured there, so I just go to where it reads 7, and that's it. And I put 4 holes in the wheel. So.
Yeah. Nick Nuthouse says, do you have any mini Revos in stock? I honestly don't know. I haven't been in the store since Friday, so my guess is the way we've been selling crap, probably not. I know we had 2 brushed versions in, but did you know that Traxxas, this is not a big secret, so as of last week, Traxxas was out of every single one of their cars.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Now, today we just got a whole bunch of cars in stock, so they must have gotten a shipping container from somewhere. But last week, a week and a half ago, zilch, nada, nothing. You couldn't order jack squat from Traxxas as a dealer when it comes to kits. But so, yeah, it's weird how scarce some of these vehicles are getting.
Yeah.
John Haas says he's working on 2 bodies for the ProTech race. That's pretty cool.
Woo!
I wish I could paint. A bunch of these youngsters coming in with the extension as the rapper who died. See, they know what's up.
Neat. I don't know who that is.
Cole Webb wants to know, what class should I go to after Plex Spec with the 17.5? Independent stock buggy. That's where you should go next. You should go there now, basically. Don't worry about the ProTech race, but race Plex Spec at the ProTech race. But club racing, you should do independent buggy.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it. We got through all the questions. Wiz says thanks. Seeing everyone lifting their front wheels had him perplexed. Didn't know he was running, but I assume it's not 17. Yeah, you can't lift up the front wheels with a 17.5. It just doesn't have the oomph. So,
like in the pits or on the track?
In the pits, doing the bench test for your diff and your slipper.
Yeah.
Stock buggies won't do that. I just know that from when I had Emerson running stock.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it. I got to go back to the track. I got to start tamping.
Okay.
So,
that's cool.
I'm actually pretty happy though. Like I said, I this is one of the earliest that I can remember getting all the major dirt work done. And I actually hand raked everything before I came here. So everything's just ready for me to take the whacker too.
Yeah.
Got to whack water and whack and water. So there you go.
Yep.
All right. I was going to say something, but did you know that there's did I say this? There's like a citywide orange Kickstart shortage.
What?
Yeah, I can't do my Kickstart thing because nobody has any Kickstart. Dude, honestly, if they stop making Kickstart, I don't know what I would do because I'm not drinking Mountain Dew again. Ugh. Gross.
Yeah.
It's like drinking sludge water.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know.
That's man. Are you on the patch yet? You got patch it? Are you on the gum? Mountain Dew Kickstart patches and gum to help you come off of the high. The extreme
I might need
high.
that. Honestly, I might need that.
Yeah.
I actually, for about 3 weeks there, I wasn't taking my my anxiety meds, and I can't do that again. That was bad.
Oh, really? Were you getting anxiety?
I was getting pissed off at everybody very, very easily.
Yeah.
Like under my mask, I was just mad the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, okay, we better go for real this time. Hey, this show is brought to you, as always, by Pivot Lending Group. You can find them at pivotlending.com. Make sure you mention our show to either Don Zoller or Aiden Olson's dad. And you can get $500 lender credit or 0.125 off your rate. Yours truly is about done with his refinance and pretty happy how everything's been going. Very, very easy. They have this app that you download, and then you can actually just, you don't even have to talk to these people in person. They just, everything gets sent by email or through the app. It's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So there you go.
Easier than ever to refinance.
Yeah, no kidding. But we better go.
All right.
I'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, I'll be up on Thursday. I took Thursday off work.
Okay.
So I'll be up to hang out.
Nice. All right. Well, should be a good weekend. Hope to see a lot of you guys that are watching there. I'll try to take some video for real this weekend of the race and stuff. So.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
My sister's yelling at me. I don't even know what she's saying.
Super chat.
Oh, we got a what super chat? I think it was Nuthouse. I think Nuthouse just dropped a last minute super chat on us.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah. Thank you. It says for Alex's caffeine fund. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
If I can't get
How much was it
Kickstart, it's
for?
going to get very, very expensive. It's going to turn because my other go-to drink is Starbucks white chocolate, and it's like
Ugh.
$3 a can. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like 5 million calories
I
probably.
know it is, but whatever. All right, for real, we're going to go.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys. Thanks.